Hey, it's Chuck. If you grew up in a house where humiliation is just how people communicated, where one person's mood controlled everybody else's behavior and you learned early to make yourself small and stay that way, then this one's for you. Let's dive into it. Family bullying is the least named form of bullying in existence, and it's the least named because people doing it are the ones that you were taught to love, to protect, to make excuses for, and in many cases to keep coming back to long after you should have had the option to leave. Let's start with sibling bullying because it's the most minimized. Sibling rivalry is a normal part of growing up. Competition, conflict, working out social dynamics in the safest available environment. Sibling bullying, that's something different. It's when one sibling consistently uses physical intimidation, humiliation, exclusion, or manipulation to establish dominance over another. And the pattern is repeated, targeted, and tolerated by the adults in the house. Dr. Corinna Jenkins Tucker at the University of New Hampshire has studied sibling bullying and found that it produces measurable psychological harm equivalent to peer bullying, including higher rates of anxiety, depression, and anger. The difference is that peer bullying gets taken seriously. Sibling bullying gets called boys being boys, or they'll grow out of it. And the child being targeted learns something durable from that response. What's happening to me doesn't count. Parent to child bullying is harder to name because the power differential is so absolute and the relationship is so fundamental. But when a parent uses chronic humiliation, ridicule, threats, or emotional manipulation as tools of control, when a child learns that their safety depends on reading the parent's mood and managing it, that's a bullying dynamic operating inside the relationship that's supposed to be the child's primary source of safety. And it doesn't always end in childhood. Adult family systems carry these dynamics forward. The mechanism is identical to what it was when you were 8. And what you do with that? Well, you name it in the specific. Not my family is dysfunctional. That's too broad to work with. Identify the specific person, pattern, and impact. The one that it's had on you throughout the way you move throughout the world. My father used humiliation as discipline, and I've spent my adult life making myself invisible to avoid being targeted. That level of specificity is the starting point that should easily propel you forward. Step two, give yourself permission to respond to the adult version way rather than the way you did as a child. You had no options then. You have them now. That might mean limiting contact. It might mean setting a boundary you've never set before or getting into therapy specifically to untangle what got installed in you before you were old enough to name it. But the first move is recognizing the rules that you learned in the house are not the rules that you have to keep playing by. I'm Chuck, the bald therapist. Work on you. Take no bullshit from your brain or your family. Remember that you matter and have a gentle rest of your day.